Welcome back, everybody. My name's RIPCORD, and in today's video, I'm going to evaluate the new Career Progress option in GTA Online. Did Rockstar hit it out of the park, or did they fail miserably? I'm going to list all the pros and cons, and in the end, I'm going to be relying heavily on you, the user. Why? Well, more on this later, but first, as always, if you like this video, feel free to leave a comment, click the thumbs up, and be sure to subscribe. Alright, so last week Rockstar introduced the new Mercenaries DLC, and with it, they brought in some new quality of life additions, including the new Career Progress option. And now for the most part, I think this new update has kind of flown under the radar. It's a pretty big addition to the game, and even Rockstar, in my opinion, hasn't really marketed or promoted it very well. Overall, the concept is perfect. There's incentive now to achieve certain goals and milestones in the game. But when you start peeling back the onion, so to speak, and how Rockstar has implemented it, things get a little more complicated. So instead of me just blabbering about things I hate or like about this update, I've decided to list out some of my main pros and cons, and then let you, the viewer, determine whether or not this is a hit, a miss, or somewhere in between. Okay, first, the pros. Number 1, continued interest. As I just mentioned, the biggest pro for me is the fact that we now have another reason to continue playing and enjoying a game that is almost 10 years old. Outside of the DLCs, there was nothing enticing for the player to keep playing. Well, it now appears there is. Number 2, there's a huge variety of goals and incentives. To Rockstar's credit, they've made this option quite diverse. There's many different categories and goals that, no matter what your interest is, you're probably going to find at least something that you'll enjoy completing. Number 3, we have different tiers or levels within the category. So basically, this is a setup where we can collect rewards for completing different tiers. Or another way of putting this, Rockstar's handing out rewards for completing tasks that can easily be done by newcomers, as opposed to having one set of tasks that some would find difficult to complete. And finally, number 4, bragging rights. You can now let the world know just how successful you are at GTA. Before this edition, there really wasn't anything outside collecting RP to increase your rank that you could point to that would show your progress. Well, now there is. You can scroll through an intricate roadmap of career choices and prove to the world just how successful you've become. Okay, I think I captured all the pros. If not, please comment and let me know. What I want to do now is touch on some of the cons. Number 1, platform discrimination. If you don't own a PS5 or Xbox Series X, you will not have access to Career Progress. And just like the Criminal Enterprise DLC, I wouldn't hold your breath that Rockstar is going to change this anytime soon. So for me, I'm fortunate to own a PS5 so I can utilize this option. However, I also play on PC, and for Rockstar to not roll this out for PC and older consoles is, well, sucky. Number 2, no grandfathering. One of the first things I've noticed for this option is that most of the tasks which are listed, I've already completed. Now I say most because there are some tasks you'll get credit for, but mostly you won't. Example, under the business category for the contract for Tier 3 to be unlocked, I'll need to complete 25 Payphone hits. I've already completed hundreds of these, so yeah, for most of these, Rockstar's making everyone start from scratch, which again is sucky. Okay, number 3, horrible rewards. The rewards for completing the career progression are trash. Sorry Rockstar, but this is a huge miss. So I'm showing the example for the business category for the contract, but they're basically all the same. Your reward is a vehicle, $250,000, and 10,000 RP. Let that sink in for a moment. As an example, for the After Hours career, which is your nightclub, take a look at your tasks. Most notably, the having to earn 50 million. And your reward? $250,000 and 10,000 RP. It's actually pretty funny in a weird, twisted, sadistic kind of way, I guess. But yeah, huge miss. Alright, finally, number 4, tasks versus rewards. Some of the tasks that Rockstar is expecting you to complete don't quite match the rewards. For example, these are the tasks and the corresponding rewards for the hot off the presses Mercenaries DLC. Take a look at the items you need to complete. Then take a look at your reward. Now, for those of you who have not yet participated in the Project Overthrow missions, trust me, This is going to be a challenge. But hey, look at the bright side. You'll get a nice green hoodie for all your troubles. So that's my pros and cons for this new feature. I'll let you know my conclusion in a moment, but as I said earlier, I'm relying on you, the viewer, for feedback on this. I say this because of the first con I mentioned, platform discrimination. It's hard for me, or anyone doing an honest review on this, to completely grasp whether this is indeed a good feature if a large chunk of people out there don't even have the option to use it. Which brings me to my overall assessment of the Career Progress option. For me, I'm in the middle. On the one hand, I love the concept overall. It brings a little more joy and purpose to a game that was released almost 10 years ago. But the rollout and huge reward imbalances, in my opinion, are a huge kick in the groin. What does this ultimately mean? Well, if I'm playing on PS5, yeah, it'll be nice to check out my progress from time to time. Will I be using this as a checkbox as I play? No. Instead, I'm going to continue playing as I normally would, and if in this process I happen to complete some of these tasks, great. If not, don't care. I'm certainly not going to expend the energy to check all these off for the simple reasons mentioned earlier. Now, if I'm playing on my PC, my conclusion is a little different. If you're in a similar situation or playing on an older console, you're probably showing the same frustration as me. And the frustration comes down to this. Gone are the days of purchasing a game and knowing that you purchased the whole game. We now seem to be living in a gaming hierarchy class system. If you live in the upper class, i.e. newer consoles and GTA+, well, life is good, and Rockstar worships the ground you walk on. If, however, you're unfortunate enough to be living in the lower class, well, tough nuts. Rockstar has made it very clear that you either need to die quickly and get out of the way, or slap down your bank card and climb the ladder of success to the upper class. So, that's all I got. Thank you very much for watching, my friends. If you have any comments on what I've said, or you have your own or different pros and cons for the new Career Progress feature, by all means, drop a comment below and let everyone know. Until next time, be happy, be well, be safe, be mighty, be the one. Oh, Maestro.